They haven't had a lot of opportunity on
Williams, all-star.
Minnesota right now. They're extending the offense
In the fourth quarter. Shot clock winding down.
for electric.
Now to the Bucks. Williams, the three. Kicks. His cousin, Gilgeous-Alexander. And 3-pointers made. So normally
A little bit away from the team's Brett Timberwolves team.
foul called against Jalen. Follow, Euros, high up. Holmgren, they back off the double team. He's
Giving ground.
The league is scoring.
I'm going
him out. Dort nails the jump shot.
looking to be aggressive offensively.
Probably going to have to do tonight.
Yeah, they somehow sustain it here tonight. Defense.
Edwards attack. Hat scored 40 or more in 3 last night in the 2-point loss. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ball.
Swing it. Using that runway. Jump shot. Size advantage. Back. Coach told us there's no
Not in conditioning, but that
lost. I hear Williams.
just allowing the flow of the game.
Give it up. Corner. McDaniels.
Fine there for the triple.
Look out. 4th team foul. Watch hit show. The free throw here for Jalen Clark. Gilgeous-Alexander. Body bump. Banker no.
Great job spacing it. Harden.
Extra. Reed. Trying to turn the corner. Oh, bully. Fend off. Jumper on one. Step back Jay. The league. Very savvy. They just play.
Just kind of finds their way.
Rich Williams, including last night, is step forward.
Has to get opportunities to get that experience.
Edwards drives in on Wiggins. He did it inside. Lou Dort.
Go about their business.
Reed. Nice post.
Coast through these last couple of games before.
Yes, Stephanie. They out Edwards. Drive and finish. Speed. Dillingham. Out of the post. Luther numbers, it's also been more opportunity.
Yeah, and you can go small. It's
Back after the loss last night. That ball
from the Timberwolves.
Chris Finn, 82%, but they're actually 20 to go bare. They've had to go a little deeper in the game as well. Short pop. Garza
Did a great job there.
Jack. NBA, pep in his step. This in the NBA. Up.
On to someone and out
Shannon, when we spoke to Coach before, yes, is physically ready to play in the
for a team like Minnesota, right? Because this is a team
From Texas Tech.
on the field. They have been locked into
Wiggins. The fadeaway. Words. He beats SGA off the dribble. Feed it. Shannon. Guard drive. Fades. Reed. Kick. Alexander.
love in that first quarter.
This came by 1 possession.
Energy, activity, and
From Kenrich Williams. From Shannon. Redirects. Reed. 10 points. He's averaging 14. Hartenstein. Layup.
it's where oftentimes when you and it puts you as a big in a position to be.
Timberwolves have dropped. Side. Joe drives. Hangs. Second foul on Clark. Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe. And
Have the consistency, right? Because
doesn't go on the scoop. Reed
on the putback.
40 extra jumper. Wiggins. This has been with Anthony. Alexander Walker hits the cutter. Added to his range, so he's Shannon attacks. Taking it into the teeth of the defense and kick it. Shannon to Clark. Drive, dish.
Getting deflections and tip out.
There was a game time decision with a
There's a lot of fire, great intensity, and they really had an
out for Clark. Williams all the way to the cup. McDaniels nearly lost it. Williams pull a pop.
time all-star this year and deserving.
Forcing the action. The floater, but he's got a 7'2" wingspan.
But and he said in the offseason he made sure it's work, but also how he could explode.
Arizona. Edwards off. And it's an 11-point lead for Min. And Reed gets a piece. Home. After the Liz Frank injury.
Time to finish second.
No.
He had a great.
Oh, no, I got you now. I got you. 17 points. So right now, I know we don't hand out
Cleveland as well, but I don't think he's
17. Clark. It's a Jets. Turn around. It's it back, Jay. Just Alexander. Miss drive and dish. McDaniels in the pick. So that is 4 assists. Kenrich Williams. Screen Reed. Edwards. Stop. Spin against the grain. Gilgeous-Alexander makes his move. Fades.
Edwards in.
Josh Minot. Edwards lines it up. Open look. Bingo. Couldn't grab it. McDaniels does.
Here in this first half.
Minute to go. Gilgeous-Alexander. Jump shot, McDaniel. Second wave, third will. 10 seconds to go. Shannon, tough. KC, front end of a back-to-back. McDaniels, hop step, back. Anthony Edwards in that first half. On the move, Dort, all the way.
In traffic.
And pick it out. Alexander Walker, up and go. Dort, Walker, drive and kick. McDaniel, first half bounces, catch, release.
Taking the points, or you giving them? What you doing?
Minnesota, McDaniels with a
Really struggled from three.
SGA, personal foul on Jalen Clark. He comes in averaging 2.5 points. Wing it. A bit. There was a Hogany and Lithuania. Jump, McDaniels, rimming. Williams.
The start.
And rebound, ripped away. On to open the third. Williams, pull-up jump. Naz Reid. Lou Dort doesn't take the Holmgren. Alexander Walker got it. 7 minutes to go in the third. Everything NBA All-Star with the NBA. Only they expect back. Julie, if he can get himself back into the lineup.
Have all that firepower.
It was Minnesota that had the best record.
Decided to go in a different direction.
And kick it out for the Williams three. Angle, spin. On McDaniels, the 15 foul.
Quarter.
And his jumper. The question whether or not a foul occurred. Defenders, Hartenstein dives to the Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right there by SGA, and that's
22 points for SG. Wiggins gets an open look. Bottom. So the three-pointer extra. Eves pulls up. This is the NBA out for more. McDaniel
there at the half-court line.
Fend off. Will they can add to it?
Taking Finland.
Now Wiggins, one dribble and a J. Puts it off the kick it. Alexander Walker. Holmgren.
Being aggressive and understanding.
Alexander Walker picks up the Timberwolves. Edwards lets it fly.
Knock down a couple here.
Williams left alone. Takes advantage. Edwards didn't try to bank it in, but it Dort over Dillingham.
Oh, it means a lot to both teams. Both look.
He'll line it up. Alexander makes his move for the pull-up. Back to single digits. Edward Dillingham on a kick. Engel for Dillingham. And then rebound.
Thank you, Coach.
Sequence offensively there, and
Met there by Hartenstein. And strips Hartenstein halfway down and out. Wiggins now with 9. Wiggins, it felt late. McDaniels, the fadeaway
here of late, they seem to be getting
drive. The illegal screen. Back, puts it up. Trying to finish the deal here. Henry. Spin, box. This is an 8-0 run. Williams rims out.
their ability to get on that off-golf performance.
GA 17
this year. Minnesota turned it over for the Timberwolves.
Garza, hand up. Shannon, the jumper. Williams. Rimming. Turnaround. Deep one for Joe. Double team on Edwards. Spin. Hard drive.
Posterized, that means you're not trying.
Edwards, he's held. So he is back in. Naz Reid, a kick for Joe. 3-ball. Edwards. His jumper. Double for Holmgren, 11 points, 12. What a fake.
Taking care of the basketball. So that time
Rebounds. Edwards has 21 fakes, fades, connect. 21 points. Pull up is 100 points 18 times. It's continued. So Alex Dukas is Dukas. No. Early offense. Take your lumps. Overwhelming lead.
right, just from a confidence.
William as they hit the All-Star break. Drive by Mike. Flagler gets a piece. Garza ends up on his backside as
Feel good after the disappointment.
and that's a trap. Before the All-Star break, 21st, and then they host OKC. Front end of a back to Gilgeous-Alexander gives it up. McDaniels, hop step, back. Anthony Edwards in that first half. Holmgren pokes it ahead. Dort on the move. Dort all the way
To the rim and able to finish there in traffic.
Edwards now takes the baseline, kick it out. Alexander Walker. There's Dort, stop and go. Dort, like that, it's a 6-point game. Alexander Walker, drive and kick. McDaniel. Alexander held in check in the first half. Bounces, catch, release. 4.5.
You taking it? You taking the points, or you giving them? What you doing?
66-62. Minnesota. McDaniels with a
Off the dribble, not settling. They have really struggled from three.
from the field in the third quarter. SGA.
Playing downhill.
Fourth personal foul on Jalen Clark. 13 points in the first half. He comes in averaging 2.5 points. Swing it. Feelings from the first half have faded a bit. There was a hug. Played professionally in Germany and Lithuania. Pull-up jump. McDaniels rimming. Fire game this season. Williams.
And with the same intensity to start.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, floater short. Rebound, ripped away.
Decision making as well.
12-4 run to open the third. Williams, pull-up jump.
And a terrific defender as well.
Naz Reid, points. He's 3 of 7 from deep. Lou Dort doesn't take the play. Holmgren. Kick, extra. Alexander Walker, got it. We approach 7 minutes to go in the third. Play, watch, and vote on everything NBA All-Star with the NBA. And he said, Mike Conley, they expect back against surgery just to see if he can get himself back into the lineup.
But you would much prefer to have all that fire.
Situation a year ago, it was Minnesota that had the best record.
Rightfully so, too, right? But they decided to go in a different direction.
And by 7, Holmgren forcing his way in. Kick it out for the Williams 3. Gilgeous-Alexander wants the angle. Spin. Third foul on McDaniels, the 5th team foul.
3 here midway through the third quarter.
Edwards. His jumper. I think we've all seen the question whether or not a foul occurred before. Williams, he draws 2 defenders. Hartenstein dives to the play in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mid-range. And because you saw it right there by SGA, and that's for shoot uncontested threes.
22 points for SG. Reid backs off defensively. Wiggins gets an open look. Bottom. So the 3-pointer. Controls it. Kick. Extra. Gilgeous-Alexander weaves, pulls up. Stars. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app for more. McDaniels.
Their backline defense by doubling out of there at the half-court line.
Fend off. Will 86-80. They can add to it.
USA.
You going USA?
I know you taking Finland. Aren't you?
3 minutes to go in the third. Out of the timeout. Wiggins, 1 dribble and a J. Alexander Walker puts it off the Gannon, pedal to the metal. Kick it, Alexander Walker.
Had that triple fallen.
Holmgren. Minnesota, 7-footer.
But he also has to find the balance on between being aggressive and understanding.
Alexander Walker picks up and Joe Ingles for the Timberwolves. Edwards lets it fly.
All game long and able to knock down a couple here.
10 to shoot. Kenrich Williams left alone, takes advantage.
That's that shot.
Edwards.
He would have taken it.
Didn't try to bank it in, but it. Dort over Dillingham.
And intense. You can tell it means a lot to both teams. Both look.
Team. Edwards to Ingles. He'll line it up. Gilgeous-Alexander makes his move for the pull-up. Bam.
Position to rotate to him.
Back to single digits. Edwards couldn't finish. Dillingham on a kick. Ingles pull up. Short for Dillingham.
Good on point at, with Shea and then rebound.
Thank you, Coach.
That was a terrific sequence offensively there. And
The roll. Garza met there by Hartenstein in 2021. And strips Hartenstein over Williams. Halfway down and out. Garza dealing with the big on the outside. Wiggins now with 9. And shot clock down to 1. Wiggins. It felt late
by the Timberwolves.
McDaniels, the fadeaway.
Watching them tonight and how they played here of late, they seem to be getting.
Reed, swing it back for McDaniels. Drive. Garza called with the illegal screen. Yeah, goes behind the back, gets it back, puts it up. Fire, and they fell short. Trying to finish the deal here. Henry. Reed wants it. Spin. Buck.
Both ends.
He's got 27 points. This is an 8-0 run. What? Kenrich Williams rims out.
And their energy and their ability to get on that off with how this second unit is performing.
GA 17.
Because they played once earlier this year. Minnesota turned it over the way has also been critical for the Timberwolves. And get out in transition.
Garza, handoff from Joe, help from Williams. Shannon, the jumper. Thought he was out of bounds. Williams trying to shoot. Lou Dort. Rimming. Now a full-out isolation. Turnaround. Just Alexander, the offensive board. Deep one for Joe. Double team on Edwards. Spin. Hard drive.
Blocker. If you're not getting posterized, that means you're not trying.
The screen. Splitting defenders. Edwards, he's held. So he had Jalen Clark is back in. Naz Reid here with Williams. The hard drive. The kick for Joe. 3 balls. 2 of 10 in the fourth quarter. Edwards. His jumper.
That was a huge shot there. Can the Thunder get stops?
Double-double for Holmgren. 11 points, 40 minutes. What a fake.
The offensive glass, and they've taken care of the basketball. So that time
4 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. Edwards has 21. Drives in, fakes, fades, connects.
To grow.
21 points, extra, Dort. Pull-up. They have held opponents to fewer than 100 points 18 times this level offensively. It was free-flowing. It's continued.
Impressive.
So Alex Dukas is killer. With this zone look. Dukas, no. Minnesota on the move. Early offense. And just take your lumps. Good. Overwhelming lead.
Meant a lot more to Minnesota, right? Just from a confidence.
For Williams, final 2 minutes. Williams in their 54th game as they hit the All-Star break.
Played a game where you.
Leonard Miller is in. Drive by Mike Newton. Flagler gets a piece. Garza rebounds. But now Garza ends up on his backside as...
From Minnesota standpoint, they got to feel good after the disappointment.
Doesn't take the 3. And that's a trap. Jones crosses. Win for the Minnesota Timberwolves before the All-Star break.